We're back! Sorry it's been so long, there is literally so much going on, like loads and loads.
New setup.
Yeah, straight away we're not in the same place, we're in my new apartment, not just me and my boyfriend, but yeah. So literally the past like few months have been a whirlwind. We've had so much going on.
It's been about 2 months.
As well as still Disney, trying to do like Disney plan and everything, but we will try and get like, I feel like we keep saying this and people are just gonna be bored of us. Like once we've started doing this video now, we are gonna commit, aren't we? Like commit to doing more videos. We both miss it. It's not that we didn't want to do it, we've just had loads going on, and hopefully when the video comes out where we're explaining everything, you will get why we've took so long. But yeah, we will get like a life update video out to you. That will be before we go to Florida. So
a few weeks before we go to
Florida. It'll be before we go to Florida, so then at least everything's like more clear. So we're finally filming our planning video, how we plan, how you can plan, and then after we've talked about like planning, we will discuss our plans for October 2017, which is how many days away?
Less than 6 weeks.
Less than 6 weeks. So yeah, we're gonna do it step by step for how we plan and how, like, this is just, most people watching these videos probably already know how to plan, but we have had so many people ask us how we do it and that they'd like to see it, so
it's not going to be,
it's not,
it can't be that informative, but we've done it in steps.
Sorry about my brush, by the way, I literally can't hide them, just doing my edit. But yeah, so we're gonna do step by step on how we plan, not talking about what we're doing, but then we will factor all the steps into what our plan is for October. Oh, by the way, we've put these hats on, not just because we sit and wear hats.
Oh, I feel like we should explain.
Yeah, we got like a package. If you follow us on Instagram, you will have seen we got sent a package from Box Lunch Gifts. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
They got in touch. Yeah, they got in touch with us and was like, wanted to send us some Disney things, and it is amazing.
We literally opened the box to like a toaster, and we both
got like a Mickey toaster that prints Mickey on, and then hats, and then we got Minnie Mouse bowls and plates. But yeah, we just thought
you'll spot us in the park because we'll be wearing
definitely wearing these. I'm not a hat person, I don't suit hats, but it's like the original.
But you do, and
Mickey
it's
hats. If it's Disney, you do whatever.
So if you see us around the parks and there's 2 girls in red hats, then you know it's probably us.
So yeah, so should we start with step 1?
Yeah, obviously the main one, deciding when.
Deciding when to go. So obviously everyone's different, everyone's family's different. If you're going with family, if you're going with partners, like you've got to think of your jobs, like if you need to go on school holidays, if you've got kids, things like that. Obviously prices differ, and so if you do have kids, you've got to factor in like school holidays, prices will change. You've just got to work out what's best for you. Personal preference to us though is October, always has been. Me and you went for our first time on our own in November.
Yeah.
So I did like, we wanted to see
Christmas in
we wanted to see Christmas and things like that. We've been in August because we've needed to go in holidays. Amy works in a school, so she has to go in the holidays, but when she got this job now,
a few people have actually asked me about that, why I've been able to go in November and then again this time October, because both times are going to be term time. I've only started working in my job for about a year now, and I got both of these holidays were booked before I got the job. So when I was interviewing, I did say if you're going to give me the job, I have got these holidays, so it was approved before. A lot of people ask me how I did that. Yeah. So now in the future, it will have to be. It
will have to be the holidays.
Yeah, because I can't go on the 3rd holiday.
I know. But yeah, we like August, it's like hot but rainy season, isn't it?
It's hot anyway, stormy, isn't it?
Yeah, but that really doesn't matter. As long as we're at Disney, I don't care what the weather's like. But
as well, how long you're going for, again.
Yeah, and how long. 2 weeks is a perfect amount of time. We've been for 3 and done other things outside Disney, but if you're just doing Disney, 2 weeks is such a perfect time. Obviously people can only go for a week still, like you can do it in a week, but it's hard work, it's hard going, like you'd have to stick it, unless you're going for a week just for a break because you've been that many times before. It's just one of the things. So yeah, step 1, planning when you can go and how long for. Step 2, choosing where to stay. Now, everyone is so different, like so different when it comes to a Florida holiday, not just a Disney holiday. Like, they'll factor in Disney hotels, Universal hotels,
Transport as well.
hotels on International Drive, they'll do villas. There's so many different ways that you can stay in Florida. Personally, we always stay on site. It just has that extra little bit of Disney magic, and yeah, it is more expensive in a sense than if we had, like, if we went with like a big massive family, we probably would do like a villa,
yeah.
like, but it's the driving as well. Like, we love the Disney transportation in Disney hotels, like everything's so simple. We will probably do a separate video if anybody wants us to, on like our views on staying on site, because that,
we could also do like hotel reviews.
Yeah, because that is literally all we've ever done from the first time we ever went to Disney. We have always stayed on site. But yeah, so choosing where to stay is a big one for people. If you want to drive, if you need, like, how you're going to get around there as well, if you need to hire cars, if you are going to do a villa. But we personally love doing on site, and yeah, it is more expensive, but then you can also
then again, that's the actual hotel.
It's the experience of it as well, isn't it? Yeah, but then yeah, you have your scales, value, moderate, deluxe, and then you have your dining packages that come out in different months, but we'll talk about that further on. But you can factor that in, like book where you're staying in the time slot that Disney has its free dining out, which is what we've done for this year, and we did it for the time we went with mum, dad and granddad. We added last year's dining plan, we paid for that,
we did.
We didn't do it in a time slot that it was free. But yeah, you can do it either way. Like, it can either be more expensive or work in your favour, really. But yeah, deciding where to stay, that's the next step that we all sit and discuss. Yep.
Third one is flights and transfers. I think flights is the hardest one to probably plan.
Unless you book a package holiday. Most package holidays have flights
like
included. Yeah, but we've booked through Virgin Holidays like the first 2 or 3 times we went.
Yeah.
But now we book direct through Disney and then add flights.
That's what we did, isn't it? When we
separately. No, when me and you went, we booked direct with Disney, but flights as well.
Oh, did
Whereas because we booked with Disney a year before, now the flights don't come out yet.
Right.
So then we do flights separate with Thomas Cook now. But yeah, sorting out flights, transfers when you get there, whether you're going to need a car if you are going to a villa, or a taxi, or Maze Travel's like one of the main ones, isn't it, from pick up from the airport. But yeah, then you do, obviously, if you're staying on site, have the Magical Express, and that'll explain how you can book that and everything. But yeah, and then also, you don't have to do this as soon as you book the flights, but we've put it in the same category. Your APIs, have to get them done as well, which is one thing, like, we don't forget, but it's like one of those things like, and leave that to dad. Yeah, we leave it to dad. It's apart from when we had to do it on our own when we went. It's just like a form to apply and stuff, to enter America. So yeah, step number 4 is any extras. So for us, when we think about extras, we think of like taxi to and from the airport, whether we want to, which we do quite often, we stay in the Radisson Blu Hotel in Manchester, not for any particular reason other than it just adds that extra one day to be like, oh, we're going on holiday, and it's such a nice hotel as well. I mean, it's adding to the cost of a holiday, so people really don't need to do this. You just
that a day earlier.
Yeah, and we do not live far from Manchester. We do not need to stay over, do we? But we just like doing it.
We've only done it the past few years.
I mean, people say like people were travelling down from like Edinburgh or something to Manchester Airport, then you would think that you'd probably think more about booking a hotel before, but we just like it. It's become a tradition now, apart from when me and you went, but every time we go with mum and dad now, we stay at the Radisson Blu. So yeah, extras like that. The time frame that you're going to Disney, you need to factor in if there's any parties. So October we always go, so we always book Mickey's Not So Scary.
Can't wait for that.
I can't. And then last year we was there for the Christmas party, so we had to book Christmas party tickets. And then other extras is parks, whether you want to go to Universal, whether you want to go out for the day, whether you want to book trips, coach trips, whether you want to go to Miami, whether you want to do Kennedy Space Center, whether you want a mall day, like literally just all little extra bits like that, really.
Step number 5 is your itinerary. Is that right?
Itinerary.
I say itinerary. No, I'll start that again.
Itinerary? Is it? It's itinerary?
I'm sure that people say itinerary. Maybe that's American.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I say itinerary.
Step number 5 is your itinerary.
Favourite bit for us all to ever do. If you're like a Disney mad family like us, whenever park hours go up, I can't think now how many months before they usually go up. I'm sure around February time this year. February, March time, our October times came out for the parks around Walt Disney World, and once they're up, you can literally have a ball, plan your holiday then. This is the part that I find really tricky to, especially to explain to people, like friends at home or family, like when they talk, like ask me about a Disney holiday and I go into detail about, oh, plan your itinerary, plan your days out, you need to get your but you need to know where you are and what day because you need your FastPasses, and everyone looks at you like,
I see it more of a chore.
Everyone looks at you like, what is that? And I can see where they're coming from. There's a lot to do with, like, to plan a Disney holiday now. It's not as simple as it used to be, but if you're used to it, and obviously you can make videos like this to help other people or help them in general, like it is an easy thing to do. But yeah, once those park hours go up, you can literally, and they're usually quite good for that, like to tell you when the early or extra magic hours are as well if you're staying on site, because that's a perk. Once you've got them park hours, you can literally, we have like cozy family night, don't we, and
put like Disney music on in the background,
Disney World
like
music on in the background, and we literally, I like sit there with my laptop and we do the itinerary. Now, a lot of people have seen pictures or on our vlogs from last year when me and Amy are checking what we're doing each day and asked us how we do the booklet that we do. A lot of people make their own spreadsheets and their own itineraries. We actually don't. We use a website which quite a lot of people might know about, called theDibb, and I know there's quite a few YouTubers that are on.
If not, and it's your first time going,
it's a UK thing. I think, can Americans go on it as well? Yeah. It's a UK thing. The way I describe it to people is it's like a Facebook for like Disney World people. Yeah, it's not just Disney on there. You can have like general chats, but we only use it for.
We used it for New York one time.
It's so helpful as well. If you don't know what it is or you've never heard of it, have a look on it and you will find, like, make an account and there's just everything. Yeah. If everyone asks a question, there's so many people on there that'll help, blah blah blah. But yeah, basically that's what theDibb is, and we've been on it. Mum and Dad went on it when we was younger to help them.
If you do know it and you can collect this,
yeah, to help them plan our very first Walt Disney World trip, and then ever since then. Yeah, but it's a part on the website, and at the top where the bar is where it says Dibb, there's a vacation planner button. I click that and you can literally slot in like names, dates, and then it has like little notes as well.
Yeah,
and it'll go from each day and you put in just, it's really cool. Like, so the first day, like on this one, see if you can see it. Yeah, so like you can literally be like day one, and then your little icons, like I don't slot all that in. It's like a drop down menu for each thing that you can slot, and you can move it around. So day one's obviously like flights for us and things like that, and it's just really good. It basically just jots it all down for you in like a format where you can print it out and put it into like a booklet and things. With theDibb as well, it links when your park times are up, when you're on the vacation planner, it will link things. So say like on Saturday I'd click the drop down menu and say we're going to Magic Kingdom. All the park hours will, I'm not doing it again because it's gonna change the colour. All the park hours will come up, so that'll tell you, and things like that. You can slot your dining reservations in, your FastPasses, notes, anything.
It's really good.
It's really good, it's really helpful. So yeah, that's how we do that and things like that. Step number 6. At 180 days before your vacation. I don't know if this is that as well for people who are staying off site. So yeah, it's 180 days before your vacation you can do your Disney dining reservations. So that is if you plan to eat at any of the Disney World restaurants. You do that all on the My Disney Experience app. It's all like self-explanatory, you choose your day, and this is why it's good to have your itinerary plan before, so you know what day you're going to eat at that place, because you know your plan and everything like that. I think that's the same as well for people who are off-site. It's 180 days that you can book your dining reservations as well. So yeah, just factor in any word that you might have seen on people's vlogs that you'd like to try, or if you're completely new and just looking on the Disney website at different restaurants. Just if you've got a dining plan, so quick service, you don't pre-book them, that's quick service, you just pull up to the place. But if you are doing the actual dining plan, you'll have, and however long your vacation is for, like us it's 2 weeks, you'll have 2 weeks worth of credits, so a meal each day at a restaurant basically, as well as a quick service. So yeah, it's worth having a little look and trying out all the different ones, and you can book those 180 days in advance, and I would do it because like they get
Go.
taken, yeah, especially the more popular ones.
Yeah. Step number 7 is FastPasses, and that's 60 days before you go on holiday.
If you're on site. If you're off site, so in a villa and things like that, you can do your FastPasses 30 days before. Yeah, so if you're staying on, it's like another little perk really. If you're staying on site 60 days before, off site 30 days. Again, that's why it's handy to have your itinerary ready to know when you're at each park and what FastPasses to book. FastPasses, when you do it, again, we Google, like, it tells you anyway when you do your FastPasses, they're like tiered in certain parks, but it's always useful. There's loads of websites or things like that can help you for what the tiers are for each park. So basically, let's just say for like Epcot, you can't have Test Track and Soaring. You can only have one of them and then 2 from the other category. Same with things like Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster. Just some like parks that have major rides like that, sometimes they will be tiered. I know Avatar World is tiered especially, so things like that you need to factor in. You also can't park swap, so if a day you plan to do Magic Kingdom in the morning, Animal Kingdom at night, you can't do 2 in there and 1 from there. You have to do all 3 in one park. You can, once they're used up, add more. So if you did use them all up at Magic Kingdom and then go to a different park, you can add ones then at that park, but obviously only what's available.
That's something you could factor in as well with, again, your itinerary, because if, say for instance, you're in Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom, but Animal Kingdom's extra magic hours,
you might want to use them for that.
Yeah.
Or not, because
and
it's
then you
less
know that
busy.
extra magic hours, people might not be there.
Yeah, because extra magic hours is only for on-site people.
So
you'll get used to it, you'll understand things better. So yeah, FastPasses are 60 days. Step number 8, it's not really a step, but for us it is once all that's out the way, holiday shopping and spend saving. So basically, we pretty much sometimes always already have like clothes to take from the last time we went, but we'll do a good old Primark shop because it's so good for Disney things anyway, and just cheap.
You can tell you're British in America.
I know. I like going online. A lot of people. I know. A lot of people always commented on like my floaty dresses that I wore just because I'm so comfortable in them. They're off a website called Boohoo. I go on that and just buy, like, I've got one on now, like just floaty dresses just to like breathing.
I put a picture on Instagram as well, like I bought tights, a backpack, all from Primark, and everyone was commenting, oh, we've just gone and got the same thing.
Basically just factor in what you want to wear, and if you're doing 2 weeks of parks, obviously suitable footwear, things like that. And then spend saving, save money for your dollars, because you will want to spend.
If you're like Hannah and you go and spend $200 on Sephora's.
Exactly, and that's not even Disney, that's just separate. But yeah, start saving your spend. And obviously if you are one of them that likes to go shopping, we don't really go to malls, but if you are, you're gonna need more.
But Disney Springs is good enough now.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, holiday shopping and spend saving.
Step number 9 is making your mouse keeping envelopes. Again, this is just if you're on site.
Yeah, if you're on site, and some people don't do it on site. This is just something we like to do, and
for those that don't know what it is, it's just your tips for the maid who cleans your room.
Again, if you've watched our vlogs from last year, you'll have seen.
Yeah, we go a bit all out and make Disney envelopes.
But
not everyone, you can just leave $2 on the side.
It was our mum and dad that liked the idea of it when we first went, and then
as we grew up, they didn't take the $2 they left on the side.
As we didn't. Yeah. As we've grew up, we've done it every year. So yeah, we like to decorate little envelopes with Disney characters or writing things, and then put some dollars in just for the maid each day.
It's just an excuse, really.
Nice,
and then if you Disney feel.
No, and if you write mouse keeping it on it just adds that little bit of magic. And then sometimes if you're lucky, they'll leave little like towel animals or things like that. Last year we never had that, when they actually wrote a little note on the envelope saying thank you. So yeah, it's just a nice touch, isn't it? Just to be nice. Number 10, which is actually, we're not at this stage, we're at number 8, holiday shopping and spend. Yeah, step number 10 is to pack and to go. So yeah, that's basically 2 or 3 weeks before, start packing, make sure you've got everything, make a list, find a list online.
Seriously, don't make a list.
The DIB, which is when you print your itinerary out, you get at the back of it like a big long list of things to remember, so that's always helpful. And then go and have
a magical
holiday. So now on to our plan for October. So we're not going to talk about how we planned it, anything like that. It's literally what our plan is for October. Loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of people have asked us So here's our plan. It's all finalised now,
it's printed in the...
Yeah, all printed, dining reservations are done, and then FastPasses are done, everything's done. So yeah, this is what we're doing. So we are going from the 6th of October to...
Well, technically we're going from the 5th.
So our holiday begins on the 5th of October. We say begins, it begins the night before at the hotel at the airport. Just a little extra for us. And then home on the 20th. So it's the 5th but 6th to the 20th in Disney for 2 whole weeks in October. On Thursday the 5th of October we will be getting a taxi to Radisson Blu at Manchester Airport and basically starting the holiday early.
I can't wait for
Chilling,
that bit.
drinking, having a laugh, getting super excited, not sleeping, listening to Disney songs,
Watching the aeroplanes
watching the airplanes on the runway, feeling a little bit sick at the fact that you've got to get on an airplane.
Oh, there's always that, isn't there? You're so excited, but then you start thinking,
Yeah.
I've got a 9-hour flight.
Yeah, basically all the feels that you get for a Disney holiday, we will have them on the 5th at the Radisson Blu.
And then Friday the 6th, we depart from Manchester Airport at 10:15 AM.
With Thomas Cook.
Yep, and then we should check in roughly, depending on security, at the yacht and beach at about 3 PM Orlando time.
We land at Orlando
Yeah.
International, we don't fly to Sanford, we fly to International. Yeah, this year we're staying at Yacht and Beach Club, which most people will know because we put it on Instagram, we've talked about it, it's in our vlogs, we go and visit it on our vlogs just to have a little, we're staying here next year. It will be our first Disney Deluxe hotel, so we've done value, we've done moderate, now we've stepped it up a notch, and we are so excited. This holiday, because we have done Disney quite a lot, it's still 2 weeks full out Disney, but in such an adult type hotel, you know, if that makes sense, that we're going to be spending a lot of time in the hotel as well, just relaxing, and because it's massive, the pool's amazing, like there's so much to do, it's near the boardwalk, it's near Hollywood Studios, it's near
Epcot,
like there's just loads to do. So yeah, we will be checking in to Yacht and Beach Club.
And then we've got dinner at Cape May that's located on the hotel at 7:30
Yeah, we have never ever done the dining plan. We've done quick service dining plan, never done the dining plan. We have been to a few restaurants at Disney, but probably about 2, 3, and that is literally it. So pretty much all of these restaurants that we name are new to us, so the vlogs are going to be good in a sense because you're going to get our first
reaction
view on it. Yeah. So yeah, dinner at Cape May Cafe at 7:30, which is in Yacht and Beach Club in the hotel. We don't need to leave the hotel. Saturday the 7th, so first full Disney day. As always, got to start at Magic Kingdom, so we will get there for rope drop because living in the UK we're always awake at about 4 o'clock in the morning.
We don't really sort out time
just
like
because of time differences. Yeah, so we will be there, and then we have got lunch at Be Our Guest at 11:05. Now that isn't one of our dining credits, that is a quick service dining credit, because at lunchtime Be Our Guest is just quick service. Dinner time, well, tea, we say tea, we're from the north, like we say tea, so when we say, oh, and we've got dinner booked at, to us that literally feels like the day, but it's not, it's the night. But yeah, we've got lunch at Be Our Guest, and then we are going back to the hotel, rest and relax, which is something we always slot in between. If we're doing 2 parks a day, we always slot that little rest and relax at the hotel. And then an evening at Epcot, which is favourite park, and it's right near the hotel, so we'll be testing out the walk and just everything, so excited. And we have got dinner booked at Via Napoli, which we've always wanted to try. It's a restaurant in France, like a pizza place, and that is booked at 7 o'clock. So the next day we are going to Animal Kingdom in the morning, which is our mum's favourite park. So we've got lunch at Tusker House, which is a buffet restaurant, again never done, and with that you also get a Rivers of Light. I keep looking up here.
Just tell yourself in your neck.
No, I can't. It's just a bit of this, it doesn't really matter. We have booked a package. Quite a few places do things like this for like Hollywood Studios. You can book a certain place to have Fantasmic viewing. We've booked Tusker House, and then with that do you get a ticket or something? We don't know yet, but you get a Rivers of Light package dinner. Rivers of Light is only at night, we're only going for lunch there, so again you go back and use it, blah blah blah. So yeah, and then after lunch chilling in Animal Kingdom. Might see, we haven't really said the day that we're gonna go into Pandora. I think it's just gonna be one of them where we just go up nipping all the time. Not having a set day in Pandora. Apart from when we book the FastPasses. Back to the hotel, rest and relax. And then going back to Animal Kingdom for the evening to watch Rivers of Light, which we've never seen before. And then we've just jotted down to just have dinner at the Beach Club Marketplace at our hotel, which is just a quick service. If we're hungry, we will get something.
So the next day, which is Hollywood Studios, and again we've done another package for this, which is Fantasmic. We've got lunch at Hollywood and Vine, which is at 1:55 p.m. and then
that's a buffet restaurant as well, I think, and then that's linked to the Fantasmic viewing for the night, so we will go back.
Yeah, because we've got, again, rest and relax at the hotel, and then we'll go back for Fantasmic and just a snack, quick service. Yeah.
Next, day 5, we have got a morning at Typhoon Lagoon. Now, usually when we go to Disney water parks, we're literally done by like 1 o'clock. Don't know why, we just are. We get there for 10, good 3 hours there.
Yeah,
and we're not really that into the rides at Disney water parks, but yeah. So we've got the morning at Typhoon Lagoon. We'll have lunch there, like at a quick service stop, and then we will go back to the hotel for a bit, just for a rest, showered, everything like that. And then an evening at Epcot. Now we've got an early, because we're usually always back quite early from Typhoon Lagoon, we have got dinner reservation at 5:15, which is quite early for a late. We usually eat at like 7 o'clock-ish, but we thought it's food and wine festival when we go, and we're going to try and do what me and you did, because we loved doing that, and mum and dad watched our vlogs and like really loved the fact that we did the challenge where we had to eat from every stop.
It was so funny to see that.
Yeah, again, we will not do that in one day as much as we did, because we're having dinner that night, but except we've jotted down a little note to say use some snack credits, which is what we'll be saving the snack credits for on the dining plan, to try food and wine festival, because it's extra evening hours at Epcot that night, so I think it only shuts at 11. So yeah, we've got Epcot on the night, extra evening hours, dinner at Garden Grill, which is in the Land. Always wanted to do that. It's the rotating restaurant with like it's character dining, that, so it's like Chippendale. Actually, I think other things are character dining we've not mentioned.
I feel like that's the only reason you ever went on Living with the Land, because you got to see a bit of the restaurant.
Actually, like you can see the restaurant. No, it looks like really good food as well.
Yeah.
So got that at 5:15, and then we've jotted down to go around the countries on the night if we want, and use a few food and wine snack credits like later on in the night when we're a little bit peckish.
I feel like the countries would be dead good for us, because obviously where our hotel is.
Where our hotel is, we can literally do extra evening hours.
If we walk to Epcot from our hotel, the entrance is actually the countries, which it's never been before. That's gonna be weird not seeing the ball as like the entrance.
I know.
Anyway, day 6, we've got morning and afternoon at our hotel, which is nice.
Yeah, just to, that's kind of like nearly at that halfway point where you just want to relax and things like that.
Lunch at Hurricane Hannah's Grill, which is located at the Beach Club swimming pool. That's at 11.
That's quick service.
Then we've got the afternoon and evening at Magic Kingdom, because it's extra evening hours on that day. And then we've got dinner at Tony's, which is at 4 p.m.
Yeah, so that's quite an early one, because we've said, because we're just having the morning and afternoon relaxing at the hotel, we won't be at the hotel for that long. So we've said to get to Magic Kingdom for 3 o'clock, because mum somehow still hasn't seen Festival of Fancy Parade. She's been when it's been on, never caught
seen it about 10 times.
Yeah, so we're gonna get there, instead of going for the night, it's still extra evening hours, but we're gonna get there from 3 o'clock, watch Festival of Fantasy on Main Street, and then we're gonna have dinner at Tony's at 4 o'clock, which is quite early again for tea, so we'll probably use a snack credit at some point in the night. That's what I said.
You said tea?
You said. Next day, Thursday the 12th, which is day 7, so that's the first week done. We are doing extra morning hours at Epcot. We're at Epcot a lot, it's like favourite.
You may as well make the most of it.
I know. And then we're having lunch at Katsura Grill. Yeah, Katsura Grill, located at Japan, at 12. We've put dates, you don't, like I said, you don't book to go to a quick service, but Katsura Grill is quick service. So lunch there, back to the hotel for a chill, and then we are going to catch a boat to Hollywood Studios, because there's the friendship boat that links Hollywood Studios, Swan and Dolphin, Yacht and Beach, Boardwalk and Epcot.
Yeah.
We're going to catch a boat to Hollywood Studios just so that we can then not go into Hollywood Studios, go to the bus depot and go to Port Orleans. And we have dinner at Boatwright's Dining Hall, which is on Riverside of Port Orleans, at 6:30. After we've had dinner, we are going to go and catch a boat from Port Orleans to Disney Springs because they link with a boat, and then spend the night around Disney Springs. Ooh, exciting day.
Why is it? One listen. Oh, get it.
Guess. Say the date and see if people can guess.
So day 8 is Friday the 13th of October. So
what could we be doing?
What have we booked? We've got the morning at Magic Kingdom. It's extra morning hours that day. So we're just chilling there, and then we're getting the monorail to Polynesian Resort for lunch at Ohana's, which is meant to be really, really nice. And that's at 3:30.
Yeah.
Then we've got afternoon back at the hotel, and then we split into 2 groups.
Parents are going to spend an evening on the boardwalk.
Have a nice little alone time.
Children, even though we are adults, are going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party.
Whoop, whoop. I'm so excited for that.
We've done this loads. Mum and Dad just didn't feel like they wanted to do it again. Not because they don't like it, but I think it's nice to do it a few times. But it's nice for them to have time together, and then me and you
just go and get back.
Yeah. So we're just gonna play Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party by the way that we do all the parties. Not focusing on rides or things like that, because your shows, your characters, candy stops are all part of.
It's so
different. You don't need to do the rides as much. Yeah.
I feel like that Christmas party week, because we've
We
never
had a
done
bit
it
of
before.
stress.
Yeah, because we've never done it before.
Whereas,
we just wanted pictures and whereas this one,
we know it like the back of our hand. Mickey's Not So Scary.
Yeah, we just go and have our bags open.
Yeah.
And
Let's see how much candy we can collect.
So and
we will be dressing up.
Yeah.
I don't know
I've
at this
posted mine
point
on Instagram so people know I'm going as Tinkerbell.
But up until this point, I have not a clue yet. But
she is dressing up. Even if you do,
no, I want to
even
dress
if
up.
you do the Disney bounding, where it's like,
no, I want to dress up. I
like
just don't know what yet. But yeah, so that's that night. For eating wise, that night we'll just both be like quick service meals. So me and you will find somewhere in Magic Kingdom. We probably won't have done Pinocchio Village House at this point, and we love the flatbreads from there.
Yeah.
So we'll probably eat there. Mum and Dad will eat somewhere on the boardwalk. Capri's flatbread. Next day, day 9, Saturday the 14th, is morning, having a little bit of a chill at the hotel, and then we're going to take a stroll over to Epcot to have lunch at Chef de France, which is in France, at 12 p.m. And then we will go back to the hotel to catch a bus to Animal Kingdom, and then we're spending the afternoon and the evening, so we're not really going back to the hotel to chill. We're going to spend the afternoon and the evening at Animal Kingdom, and then we will be doing the nighttime safari. We have a FastPass booked for that. Mum and Dad haven't seen the nighttime safari. It only came into like,
I feel like we're pros now because we've done so much.
Yeah, we did that last year. So yeah, nighttime safari, and then we will have dinner at Yak and Yeti, and that's just quick service Yak and Yeti, not the actual restaurant.
The next day, which is day 10, Sunday the 15th of October, we've got the morning and afternoon at Magic Kingdom, and then we've got lunch at Liberty Tree Tavern, I can never pronounce that.
Liberty Square.
Yeah, at 1 p.m. Then again, afternoon back at the hotel, and evening at Hollywood Studios.
We're gonna watch
Fantasmic that night.
Yeah, I said it. Fantasmic.
Yeah, and watch it that night, and then it's boat to the boardwalk.
Yeah, because we won't have really done boardwalk at that point. You never know. Thing is with itineraries, you have it set in stone. You will not.
You look at our vlogs and we just catch it. We start the vlog. Oh,
you will chip and change things. Apart from the days where you do have your reservations and books and stuff like that, you will change your days. You will change your fast passes. It's just, you just do it for what it works best for you.
So yeah, we've got the boat to boardwalk, and then dinner at Pizza Window, which is located at boardwalk.
Yeah, it's just nice. I just jotted that down again with quick services. I put them down, but we might not eat them.
I always change your mind on the day.
It's just a little pizza window at boardwalk. Day 11, Monday the 16th, we are having the morning and the afternoon at Disney Springs and having lunch at Earl Sandwich. Whoop whoop. And then going back to the hotel.
I hope other people get excited over Earl Sandwich because we do.
Back to the hotel for a rest and relax, and then we will get a bus to Magic Kingdom, not go in, and then get the boat from where we get dropped off over to Fort Wilderness because we are having dinner at Trails End at 6 p.m. and we have done Trails End before. It's a buffet, it's amazing, full on
really,
American,
really
like Texas type food. And then get the boat back to Magic Kingdom, spend the rest of the night at Magic Kingdom, probably just watch Happily Ever After for, don't know how many times we'll be on at that point, but we are just so excited. I have watched it so many times on YouTube. We know the lyrics.
Periscope version.
And yeah, I know every scene in the castle without even seeing it live yet. Which
I will
so
cry.
Excited. We will bawl. I will bawl every time
for them like ready to play it.
I know.
Day 12, which is Tuesday the 17th of October, we've got the morning and afternoon at Epcot. Then, and we're doing food and wine.
Yeah, so we've not got any bookings
No,
this
we're
day.
just going to do that.
We're just going to try and have lunch as picking around the countries that we haven't yet done it up until that point.
Full. Then we've got the afternoon back at the hotel and evening at Epcot again because it's extra evening hours. We've got illuminations that we can watch. We're not going to do the countries on the night though. And then we've got dinner and Sunshine Seasons with Katie and the Land.
That's just quick service. That's not. We've got like late night FastPasses booked for that night, so we won't really do the countries down the night. We'll do it in the day, but then grab some dinner at Sunshine Seasons quick service. Day 13, Wednesday the 18th of October, morning and afternoon at Animal Kingdom, and we are having lunch at Rainforest Cafe at 2 p.m.
I love it there.
Back to the hotel for a bit, and then to spend the evening at Magic Kingdom for extra evening hours, and we will probably go to Cosmic Ray Starlight Cafe because
S'mores.
Favourite quick service, s'mores.
Day 14, last full day.
Now this day is like
we're gonna
jumbled up.
We're gonna attempt to do the 4-park challenge.
Ooh, let's see.
So that's self-explanatory.
We're
Morning at Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Epcot.
Yeah,
we are
doing it in that order, but we've slotted in
like lunch at Crystal Palace and Main Street.
Yeah, so that's a
12:30.
dining reservation.
And then we've got dinner at Rose and Crown. Oh, I hope we see Ellie.
Yeah, so we
at about 8 p.m.
Our last meal in Disney will be watching Illuminations in Epcot, favourite part, right near home, as in the hotel. Yeah, last meal will be at Rose and Crown. Last meal, yeah.
Not getting fed apparently after that.
Oh, technically it's not the last dining meal because Friday, which is the day we fly home, we have got a character breakfast booked at the hotel. We might even change that. I don't know if we'll do it because we usually feel quite sicky and nervous to go home and just depressed. But yeah, we've got the character breakfast booked at Cape May Cafe at 10 a.m. Check out and fly home on the Tragical Express.
I feel sick thinking about it. We're not even there.
I know. So yeah, that is the end of our itinerary. I quite enjoyed doing that now. Like I'm glad. Like
I think we should do a challenge.
And now we're banner on YouTube's like new video every Sunday. Like what lies?
I feel like we
what
should.
lies?
I feel like we should quickly explain like there's not going to be one every Sunday because there's not.
No, up until now there will still not be one every Sunday because life's still manic at the minute. But all you've got to think is like the people really enjoyed our vlogs, and that's kind of where our YouTube like picked up from. Yeah. And it really is not long until we go there, and then when we get back, we've got 2 weeks worth of vlogs that will be going up every Sunday, and then we will have the bug and get back into filming because we won't have a Disney trip booked. We say no, we won't.
I think we should we'll do like more videos, like fun, like challenge videos.
Yeah, just videos
like that. Yeah,
we will definitely do it 100%. I know we keep promising it, and I know we get so many messages. Like
in about
when you get the life update video, you will understand, and that will be a good video.
That'll be an exciting video.
Yeah. One is that I now live,
and it's nothing to do with Disney. Like we've not got a secret holiday booked, but it is exciting.
Yeah, everyone will probably have the guesses and stuff. But yeah, just a lot going on, and like you will see why we've not videoed and things like that. But yeah,
it was hard enough anyway, wasn't it, with our jobs? Because
it's hard with your jobs either way.
I know I can't really. I've not got an excuse.
And we're not like a couple. We're not like where you have like boyfriend and girlfriend type vloggers who are always together so they can vlog in the house and stuff. Like we now don't live together, although not far. Really not far.
She's moved down the street.
So basically we live in a big estate. Me and my boyfriend now live at the top of the estate as you go out.
You don't even leave the estate.
There's nothing
like I can tell her to put the kettle on at her house
and she'll be here within
and I'll be
3
there
minutes
before
2
it's
minutes.
even boiled.
Yeah,
But it's just
that's
hard
nice
with your
for us.
job.
It's nice for us though because we are such close sisters
Oh, yeah.
as well.
Like,
Like getting to.
Your boyfriend's on the clothes.
Yeah, because we was
11, 12.
we was looking at places to like move further away, but then
I went through
a place come up on this
crisis.
estate. A place come up on this estate, like brand new inside, so nice and just perfect.
I went through a bit of a
Yeah.
meltdown.
But yeah, we're getting into our life update video already on Wednesday. So that is the end of the planning video. Hope you all now know exactly what we have planned for Florida or how you can plan your Florida holiday. I feel like we've covered a lot in this video.
Yeah, we have a lot. But again, if there's anything else that you want to see,
any questions, comment.
Yeah.
People talk to us enough on like Instagram and things like that.
Yeah.
All social medias will be at the end.
If you don't know as well, we do have a joint Instagram, which is the Odell Sisters, because my personal Instagram, if you follow me on it, that's fine, but I don't really post anything about the Disney vlogs and videos on that.
Whereas I do. I know a lot of people who watch on YouTube follow me separately to the Odell Sisters, but
yeah,
we do sometimes upload on there. Amy deals with that one.
Yeah,
but yeah, all social medias will be at the bottom, and yeah, won't be long until you see us in Florida back with our vlogs.
Cannot wait.
So whenever the next time is that we will see you, which probably will be the life update video, we will see you all soon. Bye. Oh, cuts it all off. Let's have a race. 3, 2, 1.
I can't work.
How do you do that? Where's your piece of paper that I wrote each step down? Amy, where's the piece of paper that I wrote each step down?
I don't know.
I need it. We're back!
We're alive!
Don't say that. I don't like stuff like that. Even though I can't burp. I'm gonna get that rip up, but it hurts me. Yeah, I've never burped in my life, by the way. It's interesting. Above, wait. Why does my throat?
What was that?
It's my throat. I can't burp. I've never burped, so it just does this
sneeze.
No, so it just does this croak, and I feel like I can't breathe when talking. Ribbit. Hannah! No, I didn't. No, I didn't.